Level up, up, up. Do 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 do. What was I supposed to do today? Didn't do none of that. Jeez, so off my schedule game. Off my schedule game. I guess I'll get it together eventually. I'm late. I know I'm late. I'm sorry, dudes. Like, legit. Super sorry. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a quick chapter. Quick chapter. Quick chapter. Hey, hi, Millennial Bookworm. I'm just getting started. I haven't started reading it. I was waiting until people came on. So, we are about to get started on chapter 9. It'll be a good chapter. I should have read ahead, but I didn't do that. Hey, Chris. How's it going? Fur baby. You're not allowed to almost die. That's just not acceptable. Okay? Not acceptable. Hey, Raquel. So we're going to get started. It's chapter 9. Fur baby. Let me just skim through this really quick. I don't think there's any sex scenes in here. Okay, there's no sex scenes in this one, so you're welcome to stay on. Fur baby. There's no sex scenes. No sex scenes in this chapter. If I find that I skipped something and I missed something, then yeah. So anyways, we're on chapter 9 of A Game of Hearts, written by moi. No almost hate collision. We can't be having none of that. So I'm just going to jump right in for the sake of time, because I know I started late tonight and I apologize for that. I was on Genshin not even 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, that's not a word, but you get it. Raquel! Okay, so this is Mateo's point of view. I thought this was a crazy idea when I'd spoken to Kimberly early this morning, but I wanted Zori to be happy, and I knew I was the one who could make that happen. But until she pulled her head out of her ass to see me for who and what I was to her, she'd always want the wrong things. So when Kimberly suggested I do a sort of bachelor thing on a secluded island with 2 other women along with Zori, naturally I was a bit hesitant. Kimberly had gone on to explain that sometimes people make what they deem the right choice for all the wrong reasons, and Zoraida just needed a little shove in the right direction. Her parents loved her, but had set a bad example. They wanted materialistic things to prove their worth and give them happiness, which wasn't real. Happiness was where your heart was. It was that place that was always warm no matter how cold the situation. I just needed Zori to see that. The blonde Portia who sat in my lap. Oh, y'all remember the girl sat in the lap the last time, so we had issues. Y'all remember that, right? The blonde Portia who sat in my lap was playing this thing up. I couldn't tell if she was acting or serious. I didn't know what Kimberly had told the other 2 women, but I was sure she'd made them think all kinds of things about me. My goal was Zori. She was the reason I was here. She was the one I wanted, but if she was going to play stupid, well, I could too. This is what she gets for playing stupid. All right, see you later. Bye, fur baby. I squeezed Portia's hips and then leaned in to smell the column of her neck. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see Zori. She was seething. Great. First of all, he's playing this up just a little bit too much, don't you think? But we're going to keep going. This could have all been avoided if she'd just accepted what was right in front of her. All right, sweetheart. I lifted Portia off my lap. Let's have lunch and then we'll all go down to the beach for a swim. I'm not going into the water. I'll mess up my hair, Portia protested. Then you can watch the rest of us. I'm sure we can get someone to bring you drinks, doll. Oh, now he's calling her a doll. She's a doll. Portia, definitely high maintenance. This was a mark against her right there. Did I want to spoil my woman? Of course I did, but I wasn't about to treat her like a baby either, or kiss her ass in the process to make her happy. Way to go, way to go, way to go. I like that. I like that he's not going to kiss her butt. Or any woman's butt, for that matter. We're getting into the water, Patricia asked. She didn't look like she wanted to join us either. He just said that, Zori said with a dramatic sigh. She was frustrated. Well, then I must go to my room and change. I'm not dressed for the beach. No shit, Sherlock, Zori mumbled under her breath. Ooh, somebody's got attitude. I had to hold back my chuckle. Zori, when pissed, was the cutest thing ever. Adorable. What about you? Do you need to change ass looking at Zori's black bikini top? Any man would be a fool not to want her, and I was glad Clinton Von Douche was out of the picture. Clinton Von Douche, that's good. No, Maddie, I don't need to change. I'm ready for the water whenever you are. Thank you for the likes. That's my girl. No complaints. She was always down to hang out with me. It was one of the reasons I loved her so much. Back in high school, I wasn't ready, but neither was she. Neither of us had thought about life after school. She'd gone on to college, and I'd started working at the shop. When I wanted to enroll in online classes, she was there to help me. She'd been there every step of the way for as long as I could remember. I wanted to do the same for her, but in a different capacity. I wanted to provide for her, but I also wanted a relationship built on something solid, unshakable. I really, really like Maddie. Maddie has his together. And I had to, bleep that part out because, little man is next door. Zori in her current state of mind was not any of the things I wanted. She focused on all the wrong things, but she was smart. And I hoped that our time here would introduce her to what being with me would entail. She had to be stripped down to the barest bones, the most basic of needs. It was the only way she'd realize that all the things she thought she wanted were things that didn't mean much. They didn't make the meat of the relationship. They were just the accents. Right? We love Mateo. Mateo is just like, Mateo. I married Mateo. He's sitting right there on the couch, by the way. My bestie. I felt a deep sense of relief knowing that I would be the one to take care of her. She was mine and I was hers. I'm on live. Oh, really? Nice. Where's that at? Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
You're reading.
Yeah, I am. I'm reading.
My bad. Sorry.
Notice how he's so attentive. He's like, oh, wait, you're reading. My bad. Yeah. Okay. Let me go back. He just kind of threw me off there. Okay, I felt a deep sense of relief knowing that I would be the one to take care of her. She was mine and I was hers, even if she didn't realize it yet. Zoraida Limmy's was my true north. My heart had been hers all along. I'd just been too young to realize that the love I felt for her was deeper and stronger than I realized. There were plenty of times I could have gone to her and told her the truth, but every time seemed like a bad time. And then when I thought the time was right, some other shit would go down, preventing us from connecting. Whether it was me and some other girl or her and some other douche. There hadn't been anyone who was admirable enough, which just went on to prove my point. We were perfect for each other. Thank you for the likes. I'd been content with us just being friends at one point, but all that had changed. She'd gotten wasted and started talking about things she wanted in life. Outer Zori thought she needed money and materialistic things to define her, make her happy. Inner Zori knew it was the deep love of a true friend and the security and safe haven of knowing that the person you'd spend the rest of your life with would love you, all of you above all else. Not just pieces of you, everything. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Her words, not mine. Although they'd been slurred, they were true. I remember thinking then that I loved all of her, every single thing about her, from her smile to her kind heart, and I especially loved how she couldn't hide her feelings. They were out in the open for all to see. I'd made a promise to myself that night, that I'd be the one to protect all that was her. But then, 2 days later, she'd come to the shop saying she'd found Mr. Right again. He was more like Mr. Right now, that fucktard. After lunch, I'll meet you ladies out here on the veranda, and we can head down to the beach. Sounds like a plan, Portia cooed, leaning over to kiss me on the mouth. I moved at the last moment and offered her my cheek. I gave her points for her aggressive behavior, but that was it. I was here for Zori. And she tried to kiss our dude? She tried to kiss our dude! But Mateo, he did it right. He was like, give me the side cheek. Now we're on the next section of chapter 9, and this is from Zori's perspective. Let's see if she gets her act together, y'all. The time at the beach wasn't at all what I thought it would be. It was way worse. Patricia and Portia were all over Maddie. When his shirt had come off, I thought for sure they would faint. With all their sighing and hard breathing, you'd think he could induce their orgasms right there on the spot. Give me a break. I rolled my eyes and watched as Portia asked him to rub suntan oil on her body, while Patricia tried to rub oil on him. It was quite comical and yet disturbing. If I had to put up with their posturing for the rest of the week, I was going to shoot someone. As she'd already proclaimed, Portia did not get into the water. Patricia did, and she all but molested Maddie in the waves. It was ridiculous. He soaked up every bit of attention she threw his way. I could have done that, pretended I needed help, or claimed that the waves were too strong, but it wasn't like me to play the damsel. I stood on my feet, as did Maddie. He didn't need a helpless woman. What he needed was someone who would stand beside him, not behind him or in his arms. Well, at night being in his arms wouldn't be so bad. Oh, wait, so are we having an epiphany moment right now? We must be. That crucial moment in the book where you're like, aha. Portia and Patricia had to go. We were all back in the big open living room. There were no windows, just the open, literally open floor plan, and the breeze from the ocean mixed with the scent of the flowers in the garden outside and in vases inside made the house smell amazing. Mateo sat on a large sofa big enough to fit us all. I knew that the two P's would ensure that they sat next to him on the couch. And I knew I needed to step up my game, do something. But I didn't like putting myself out there. What if he rejected me? He'd been awfully friendly with Portia this afternoon during lunch, and then again with Patricia in the ocean. I was the only one who had yet to gain his attention. I'm going to go and grab something to drink, I said. No one acknowledged me, and I didn't ask if anyone wanted anything. I just needed a moment to myself to regroup and figure out what I was doing. The last 2 days on the island had been an eye-opener for sure. I saw that things weren't as black and white as white as I thought. I loved Maddie, and I'd loved the time we spent together. I also loved the way he made me feel yesterday when he had his hands all over me. His warmth, his strength, all of it, comforted me in a way that no one else had ever been able to do. He allowed me to be me and accepted me for who and what I was. Even if I'd been nothing but a brat the entire time, he'd always been there for me, every time I needed him. My hands went to my mouth as realization punched me in the gut and knocked the breath out of me. I'm so stupid. So very stupid. The things I thought I wanted weren't necessities. An expensive car and home. None of those things meant anything if I couldn't share them with the right person. And the right person wasn't someone who made money or offered me financial security. The right person was the one who made me laugh every day, or danced with me when no one else would at the 8th grade fall festival, or kicked Derek LaRoque's ass for calling me a bitch. Clinton would have never done those things. All he cared about was his image and his position. Mateo could care less about that. He didn't care if there was dirt on his face or oil in his hair. He gave people the finger and told them to go screw themselves if someone tried to put him down. He didn't care. And not because he was okay with what life had dealt him, but because he was truly happy with what he had. His happiness isn't measured by his wealth, but by the people who surrounded him that were lucky enough to call him friend. Damn. I'm in love with Mateo Vargas. Well, it's about freaking time. Although we knew this already, right? We all knew that she was in love with Mateo. We got it. Like, all the signs were there. Like, I think I made that very abundantly clear as I was writing this. Yeah, so that was a really short chapter. This is going to be a really short night. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do, but I'm super excited. We literally only have chapter 10. Chapter 10, which should be chapter 10, chapter 11, and then chapter 12. I believe chapter 12 is the last chapter, and then it's the epilogue. Yep. And then the epilogue jumps to 5 years later. I like to do that when I write my books. I like to go ahead and include like a follow-up. Hey, Nikki. Right? She finally admitted it. And you said thanks for finally hopping on the train. Right? I'm so glad she finally figured it out. But that's sometimes, you know, it's just character growth. And I will completely be open and honest. Like, Mateo is the sweetest side of the man that I married next door. Remember I told you guys I take little bits and pieces of LL. I don't just use him for the entire, he's my muse. Yes, don't get me wrong. Hubby is definitely my muse. But with that being said, there are other things that I look at from people watching or just, you know, watching a movie or something like that, or just pure imagination that I'll think of as attributes. But I will tell you that when I wrote this book, this literally was like the friends to lovers scenario. Not everything, like we didn't go to a private island, obviously. And we hadn't been best friends for years. Like my husband, we met and it was like insta love. I'll just say that. But even before that, here, let me explain something. I pursued that man so hard. Like I pursued my husband so hard that I probably was to the point to where I was a little bit annoying to him. Actually, not even a little bit annoying. I know I was annoying to him. Hey, Miss Nikki. So we met at work. We were coworkers. He almost hit my car, or he says I almost hit his car if you let him tell the story. And from that night on, we just talked all the time, and I just vibed like we were meshing well. I was seeing somebody, but not really serious. And then when I realized that I think I want to see this guy, I immediately let other dude. I was like, you get the cut. And we were open and honest with each other, and it was the type of relationship where, yeah, you annoy him to the point where they don't see anyone else. And he had a slew of women like coming to the store looking for him, giving out hugs all the time. Like I was like, wait, you can't be giving out my hugs. Those are my hugs. And he's the best hug giver. He gives the best hug. It's like this full body hug. You just can't help but just be like, oh, melting. But yeah, like he's my best friend. I can tell this dude anything, and he knows every single dirty detail about me, down to like my most deepest, darkest, not even want to share with no one ever. That's how much he knows about me, and I know the same about him. Like we've both laid each other open bare to the bare bones, to just like the nitty gritty DNA molecules of each other. And I've been with this dude, it's gonna be, 23 years actually this month. Like this month, October 29th 1999 is when I met this dude. Or not met this dude, it's when we solidified our relationship. I had met him before that, like in the summertime. Like I think it was like around July, August of 99. But that's when we met. And it's just been an amazing ride ever since. We've had our ups and downs. We've gone through the gambit. It's been a roller coaster ride. But dude, the dude is great. And the stuff that Maddie says, these are things that me and my husband have talked about as a couple, as like just going through it. Like, what is it that we want out of life, and why is it that we are together, and what are we hoping to get out of the relationship that we are cultivating over the years? And it's right here. Now, I've never been the materialistic girl. I will just be honest. I'm just not. If anything, I probably spend more money than I should, and it's not because I want to have it or because it's materialistic or anything like that. It's just because it's what I do. I'm an emotional shopper. What can I say? And here's the other thing. I love to see people open up my gifts. So I'm a gift giver. I love giving things away and like seeing the look on their faces when they open stuff from me. I've always been that person. My husband's more frugal than I am. We do have our moments of opposites attract. But for the most part, we like most of the same things. The things that we don't like, it's okay. We give each other our space. We do have our alone time where we just want to be with ourselves. We have not gotten to fully be empty nesters yet because my oldest still lives here and my grandson is here. But one day we will, and I feel like when that happens, it's going to be amazing. We're probably going to do and go everywhere our little hearts desire, our big hearts, I should say. And you guys see how I can't stop smiling? This dude makes me smile every single day, even when I want to punch him in the face and when I don't want to talk to him because he annoys the hell out of me. I still want to be with this dude. So I did something right. But yeah, Mateo is very, very mature. He knows exactly what he wants. I'm so glad that Zori has finally woken up and is like, oh, I love Mateo. Took you long enough, girl. Took you long enough. I think the sex is coming next. Hold on. Let's just see. I know there's a shout. I remember correctly. Remember, I wrote this in 2000. When did I write this? 2017, 2016, 2017. Dun dun dun. Yeah. Yep. I think it's a shower scene. And remember, yeah, it's a shower scene. It's an outside shower scene that we're going to encounter in chapter 10. And chapter 10 is very long. This is chapter 10 right here. Where we're going to get some sex. We're going to get some sex. Now, with that being said, what do you guys think? I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble. I might have to bleep some stuff out. I don't use the word moist, okay? Just so you guys are aware. Oh, he washed her hair. Dude, if you guys have never let a man wash your hair, let your man wash your hair. I'm just saying. Let him get up in the kitchen and play around in your hair. It is the most exciting thing ever. I'm trying to think. I think, yeah. I kind of want to read it to y'all now, but I'm not going to do it. I can't. I gotta get in here and get these revisions done because I have to turn in my Yeah, we about to get down next Friday, y'all. It's about to go down. I'm looking over here. Remember, I have two screens going. I got the phone here and I got my stream here. Yeah, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Oh wait, is this like an almost about to go down? Hold on. Let me see if there's actual penetration. It's the shower scene though, but I don't think slot A inserts itself into slot B. Hold on. Because this was a short book. So I think what I did was I might have did it in the epilogue. Yeah, so the epilogue goes into a little bit more detail. This was fun to write. But yeah, the shower scene is chapter 10. It's semi-segs, but it's a good shower scene. And remember, it's an open concept area outdoors, so the shower is like outside. That would be nice. Outside showers. What? All right, beautiful people. You guys know I like to keep this between 30 and 45 minutes. Hi, Angela. So yeah, you guys definitely want to stay tuned for next week. But if you don't want to wait, I mean, you can always do what Chris did. This book is, what is it, $1.99? I think it's $1.99. It's not that expensive. You can read it in one night. Chris did. It's super quick read. Yes, definitely, definitely. Nikki, I do these every Friday night at 9:30. The title is A Game of Hearts. That is the title, A Game of Hearts. This was part of the Indulgence series that I did with Hildy McQueen. It's a very, very quick read. Yes, you can get through this. Mateo will just make you love everything about him. And then we'll talk about, we'll get into more stuff, but I'm going to let you guys go. I have not even had dinner yet. It's already 10 o'clock. I made dinner. I just ain't ate dinner. And then I need to hit up these edits. Nikki, I know you're on my Discord, so definitely come hang out in the... You read 8 or 9 books of mine in like a week? Dude, Chris, you are on it. So yeah, come on to the Discord channel, y'all. And hang out with us. And I know I have 2 of my author friends on here. I have Chris and Nikki on my TikTok. There is a special author's corner just for us. That's just for us. And yeah, you guys come hang out. We'll have some fun. I'll be sprinting again in the morning. I'm going to do a quick sprint tonight so I can get some revisions done. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I so appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes, the hearts. Millennial Bookworm, you are the best. Chris, you're the best. Nikki, I'm so glad you joined. Of course, you're the best. We still got to have our soap talk. To everybody that's new, hi, I'm Tigress Eden. I'm a romance author. I do what I do. I'll see you guys later. Bye. If I could turn this off the right way. All right. Bye, Raquel. I'll see you tomorrow. Genshin Impact. Hopefully they'll have my blue orbs. Talk to you later.